In the previous video, we understood the grid mode and the snap mode in AutoCAD 2027. We learned that grid helps us to see the reference spacing, and snap makes the cursor moves in the fixed steps. Now, in this video, we'll understand another useful drafting tool, the dynamic input. Dynamic input shows command information, distances, and angle near the cursor while you are drawing or editing. For example, when you draw a line, dynamic input can show the length and angle near the cursor. When you use the command, it shows the command prompt near the cursor instead of only showing them in the command line. Hi, I'm Deepan and welcome back to Cadelyx. AutoCAD 2027 made simple. Let's understand the dynamic input in a very simple way. Dynamic input is a tool that shows useful information besides your cursor. Think of it like a small helper box that follows your cursor. Instead of always looking at the command line, you can see some command instructions near the cursor. So the simple way to remember is this. Dynamic input shows command information near the cursor. It helps you to see distance. It helps you to see angles. It helps you to see values while drawing. It is not a drawing command. It is a drafting helper. Dynamic input is useful because it keeps your focus on the drawing area. When you draw a line, you can see the distance near the cursor. When you move your cursor, you can see the angle information. When AutoCAD asks for the input, dynamic input can show that input near the cursor. This is helpful for beginners because you don't always need to look down at the command line. But remember one important thing. Dynamic input does not replace the command line completely. Command line is very important. Dynamic input is only an extra helper. Dynamic input is found on the status bar at the bottom of the AutoCAD screen. This is the same area where we find grid, snap, ortho, polar tracking, and object snap. You can click on the dynamic input icon to turn it on or off, or you can simply press F12 key on your keyboard. So remember, F12 turns the dynamic input on or off. This shortcut is very useful when you want to quickly switch dynamic input on and off. Now let's see how dynamic input works with the line command. Turn on dynamic input by pressing F12. Now start the line command. Type L and press enter. Click the first point. Now move your cursor. You will see information near the cursor. AutoCAD may show the distance and angle of the line. Move the cursor in different directions and notice how values changes. This is dynamic input working. It is showing the drawing information close to your cursor. Dynamic input is very useful when entering the exact distances. Start the line command. Click the first point. Move your cursor to the right. Now type 10 and press enter. AutoCAD creates a line of 10 units in that direction. Dynamic input helps you to see values near the cursor while you are working. This is similar to what we did with the ortho and polar tracking. Use your cursor in one direction. Use type values for accuracy. So remember, direction comes from your cursor. Length comes from your number inputs. Dynamic input works very well with the ortho mode. Turn your ortho by pressing F8. Turn on dynamic input by pressing F12. Start the line command. Click the first point. Move your cursor to the right. Type 10 and press enter. Now move your cursor upwards. Type 5 and press enter. Because your ortho mode is on, the direction stays straight. Because dynamic input is on, the information appears near the cursor. So these tools can work together. Ortho controls the direction. Dynamic input shows the information near the cursor. Dynamic input also works well with the polar tracking. Turn on polar tracking by pressing F10. Turn on dynamic input by pressing F12. Start the line command. Click the first point. Move your cursor towards the 45-degree angle. When the polar tracking guide appears, type 8 and press enter. AutoCAD creates an 8-unit long line at the angle of 45 degrees. Dynamic input helps you to see the distance and angle near the cursor. So, when the polar tracking and dynamic input work together, angle drawing becomes easier to understand. Dynamic input is not only for drawing lines. It is also worked with editing commands. For example, use the move command. Select the object. Type M and press enter. Pick a base point. Now, move your cursor. Dynamic input can show the information near the cursor while moving the object. You can type a distance and press enter. AutoCAD moves the object based on the value. This can also help with the copy, stretch, rotate, and other commands. So remember, dynamic input works with the drawing and editing commands. is still very important. Sometimes dynamic input shows only small part of the command prompt. The command line shows the complete information. For example, when a command line has many options, command line may be easier to follow. So as a beginner, use both. Look at the cursor for quick information and look at the command line for more instructions. The simple rule is this. Dynamic input help you to work faster. Command line help you to understand the command fully. Dynamic input is useful, but some people prefer to turn it off. Sometimes the box near the cursor can feel distracting. Sometimes beginner may get confused if they see too much information on the screen. If you don't like it, press F12 and turn it off. If you want the helper box again, press F12 and turn it on again. There is no right or wrong. Use it if it helps you. Turn it off if it distracts you. The important thing is that you understand what it does. One common beginner mistake is ignoring the command line completely when the dynamic input is on. Don't do this. Dynamic input is helpful, but the command line is still important. Another mistake is thinking dynamic input controls accuracy itself. It does not. Accuracy comes from using exact values, object snap, ortho, polar tracking, and proper commands. Dynamic input only shows the information near the cursor. Another mistake is thinking something is wrong when dynamic input disappears. Most likely it is turned off. Press F12 and turn it on again. So let's quickly summarize the dynamic input. Dynamic input shows the common information near the cursor. It can show the distance, angles, command prompts while working. You can turn it on or off from the status bar. You can also press F12 to turn it on or off. Dynamic input works with commands like line, move, copy, stretch, rotate, and many more. It helps you to keep focus on the drawing area. But remember, it does not replace the command line completely. Use dynamic input and command line together. Before we move to the next video, do the small practice. Open a new drawing in AutoCAD. Press F12 to turn on the dynamic input. Start the line command. Type L and press enter. Click the first point. Move your cursor and watch the distance and angle information near the cursor. Now, move your cursor to the right. Type 10 and press enter. Now, move your cursor upwards. Type 5 and press enter. Now, press F12 again to turn dynamic input off. Start the line command again and notice the difference. Practice turning dynamic input on and off so you understand how it changes your drawing experience. So this was the dynamic input in AutoCAD 2027. As a beginner, just remember that dynamic input shows useful command information near your cursor. It helps you to see distance, angles, and command prompts while drawing in editing. The shortcut is simple. F12 turns the dynamic input on and off. Use it if it helps you work faster. But always remember to watch the command line too, because command line give you the full command instructions. In the next video, we understand the object snap tracking, also called O-track. Object snap tracking helps us to align the new points with the existing snap points without drawing an extra construction lines. So in the next lesson, we learn how to use tracking lines for accurate drawing in AutoCAD. I'll see you in the next lesson.